Better?
Much better. Made the adjustment. Unfortunately, it's 3 shots too late. But still, this match well within reach.
Walter Ray has it dialed in, and that's what you'd expect from him.
The force.
Yep, Yoda, Obi-Wan using the force to your advantage. Watch this shot here. And again, that similar line that Norm Duke is playing, man, they're just all about being in sync.
Duke and Williams flirting with an open frame earlier. They quickly shut that door, and Deadeye has them right where they need to be. They're on top of Patrick Allen and Parker Bone III, but we're not done yet. More from Six Flags in St. Louis after a quick break. Bugs and Sylvester out for some fun at Six Flags. Welcome back to the Geico PBA All-Star Shootout. Let's learn more about the team that's called Will Dukem.
I'm Norm Duke. I'll be partnered with the greatest bowler that has ever lived, Walter Ray Williams, Jr.
Can you give me somebody who can play, please?
Our team name is Will Dukem, because we will Dukem.
I actually came up with the name. Took the first part of my name, Will, and Duke. Just put it together, Will Dukem.
Things like that come natural for Walter Ray.
So I think we got a good 1-2 punch at him.
I can't lose. I have the greatest. I have a golden horseshoe.
I've had a great respect for Norm, you know, for the last 25 years. Just watching us both mature, being out here on tour, and then trying to knock each other's brains in. Well, now we get to compete with each other. That's really the pleasure of it.
We have such an advantage because of him. I'm really a lucky guy.
No, I'm the lucky one.
You know, fun team. You get a lot of personality out of Norm Duke, a little more serious, the science side from Walter Ray Williams, and so far it's been a good mix.
Those players, good friends off the lanes as well. Walter Ray living about an hour north of Norm Duke in Florida. Was that a replay of one of his other shots, or was that live?
No, I think that was live. They start to look alike, don't they?
You only won 3 titles this season?
And they weren't booing. They were saying Duke.
I'm trying to figure out what you're doing here. You're the smallest one in this group. Aren't you supposed to be on that roller coaster right now?
No, you have to be too high to ride that ride. I don't qualify.
You don't qualify for that requirement?
Not even with the hat?
Not another Brooklyn.
Parker with a reference to our first match and Jason Couch.
You know, they used to be roommates. Tour roommates.
Lined up by him.
Holy smokes. Start calling you Barney Bone.
Patrick Allen's nickname is the Mop, and right now his ball reactions resembling that of somebody taking a mop and mopping his side of the lane. Just too much hook, man.
And I think Patrick Allen's saying, I agree with every word you're saying, judging by that reaction.
The Parker Bone USBC connection, Masters champion back in '01, and a current USBC ambassador. Look out.
Oh, that's 2-0 to 220 account. One more there, Walter Ray. One more.
All right.
Said that one needed help.
The open frame for them.
Well, the Southpaws are way down in this match, but remember the endless 10th frame, a frame that may go on forever.
Well, you're never out of it with this format. Walter Ray's also in the National Horseshoe Pitching Hall of Fame, a 6-time world champion.
I'll help him. Help him.
Leaves one.
all right.
Yeah, you look at the careers of Walter Ray Williams and Norm Duke, and you got to pencil them as the favorites in this whole thing.
Absolutely. 50 years of tour experience, over $6 million in earnings.
And they've been tough so far now to Norm Duke, and they leave an open frame.
Hard to believe Norm Duke, after making the 4-9 split, gets up and whiffs the 4-pin.
You have to go to the approach or your hand. Something's got to be wrong. You can't take credit for that.
Something wrong.
I got to believe the heat was a factor in that miss.
That particular
What do you
time,
think?
it was,
Absolutely. I was thinking exactly the same
There
thing.
you go.
Thank you very much.
I'm still impressed by the 4.9, but
Well, Norm's still smiling as Walter Ray gets back to work.
Hi, good shot off.
Jeff, that's called high flush.
Sorry, buddy.
throw it off.
It's also called a good partner.
All right.
He's got your back.
We're having a little trouble, so we're all right.
Wow.
Patrick Allen, you can tell by that graphic, is a television star, makes the TV
Look like.
round pretty often on the Denny's PBA Tour. You're going to match Walter Ray.
14-pin match. Remember that all-important strike in the fill shot in the 10th frame to extend play for your team.
Oh, they got to go the whole time. I guess we need this one.
Come on, brother.
All this time.
That was much
They
better.
got the nice matching shirts going with the
Team's always played a lot easier.
horizontal stripes. I like it. Little fashion statement.
Parker doing his part with the first ball in the 10th. Kind of transfer the pressure now over to PA.
Nicely done. Gives them a chance now. Remember, a strike here, the fill shot, and they will have extended play in the 10th frame. This is what we're used to seeing from PA. Come on, Mop.
Much happier, a much better reaction from him there.
Keep it alive, Slick. Keep it alive.
You hear him saying, keep it alive, Slick, for that endless 10th. Can't do it.
Duke and Williams, they strike on the first ball and get good count. They will win this match. Anything less, Allen and Bone still have a chance.
Well, the PBA and USBC have combined to offer league bowlers the opportunity to bowl the same lane conditions as the pros through the PBA experience. For more details, check it out at pba.com or bowl.com.
Saying 1-1? 1-1 from my last one?
Well, in the 9th frame, I left the 4 pin. I went 1.5 and 1 over there. Well, if you're 1 and 1, I'll be pretty close.
Great, thank you.
All right, partner.
1-1, they're talking about strategy. How many boards Norm Duke's going to move with his feet and his target for this shot right here.
Look it up. All right, stuff like that.
Randy thought this team had an advantage because they could share the information. That's a pretty good example of that right there.
Yeah, Jeff, two great minds thinking alike and a lot of physical talent to go along with it.
I had a bunch of them around that lead pin helping me knock them down if I missed.
Walter Ray with a chance to seal the deal.
Game over.
Told me something on Sunday.
That's how she wrote.
Ever need
Strike.
Yoda and Obi-Wan getting the job done here in the second match.
do it every time. Well, guess what? You need Thanks, guys. Good shot.
All right, fair enough, Norm.
Let me have some practice with this.
Better
Probably
practice
need it.
that.
One black shoe, one white shoe, and a little bit of practice there for Norm Duke.
There, partner.
Hey!
Don't hurt him.
Y'all do good. See you later on.
Well, the final count when you add in the 5 bonus pins for Norm Duke picking up the 4-9 split earlier, 228 to 219. Duke and Williams remaining undefeated. And for Patrick Allen and Parker Bone, they have one loss. They're going to have to make up some ground. But Norm Duke and Walter Ray Williams, two legends, teaming up to get a win in round number 1. Go PBA All-Star Shootout. We have jokingly referred to Norm Duke and Walter Ray Williams as Yoda and Obi-Wan, but I think that the competition, they're the evil empire, and they're going to be hard to beat. Geico Championship recap, a little bit of a lost opportunity for Patrick Allen and Parker Bone.
Parker Bone needs this hit right here to extend the match and give them extended life. He leaves a flat 7. Norm Duke needs one strike here to seal the deal and does it nicely.
And that wraps up the win for them. Let's go to the Black Widow, Jeanette Lee. She's with the winners.
Norm, congratulations. Way to cinch it in the 10th frame. What was all that banter between the two of you? I saw a lot going on. Were you telling him how much sunscreen to put on?
Yeah, we need some sunscreen out here. We're not used to this bowling outside. But basically, because of the format, Norm was just throwing his first shots, and he only threw them on the left lane. So when he got up in the 10th frame, he hadn't thrown a shot on that right lane for quite a while. With the sun and the oil changing a little bit, lanes were changing a little bit, and I'd been throwing shots on both lanes because I kept not striking, so I had an idea what both lanes were doing. So I gave him some suggestions, and fortunately it worked out perfect.
Yeah, working as a team.
He was like my caddy read there, you know? I like it. Had a good caddy.
He is a good caddy. By the way, Williams has a 3 handicap in golf, so he would make a great caddy, as a matter of fact. They're on top of the Earl Anthony group, 1-0. Bone and Allen now at the bottom.
Norm would make a good caddy, never be able to carry my bag. Look at the tough names in that group. Barnes, Koivuniemi, Malott, Jones.
And they're coming up next Sunday, 1 Eastern time, as we continue with the Geico PBA All-Star Shootout from Six Flags just outside of St. Louis, Missouri.